in the comment section. Let me know where you're listening from. That's going to really help me out. It helps me out is it gives me an understanding if these 9 a.m. calls are too early. So I certainly want to be respectful of your time, but also want to get a gauge for when people can actually tune in. So I'm really excited about that, or really, yes, I'm excited about you being here, but also that's really an important part of doing this. I want to engage with as many of you as possible because I do get messages and I do get emails. And sometimes in order for me to articulate the point that I want to articulate, there's just not enough time in the day. So anyway, today we're going to talk about real estate marketing, but more specifically, we're going to talk about Facebook ads, and I'm going to give you the exact ad copy that is generating thousands of leads every single month. And I mean thousands of leads every single month. So this exact ad is one that is a little bit specific. So you need to make sure that you stay here all the way to the end so you can actually get the full in-depth strategy on how to make it work for you. But also this ad copy is one that has been tried and tested in every single market that you can imagine. And I'm not just talking about the United States. I'm talking about Australia. I'm talking about the UK. I'm talking about different countries, Canada, Mexico, you name it, it's there and it's working. So this ad copy is one that is absolutely crushing it. So today, again, I want to just give you as much of information as possible in a suppressed amount of time or in a short amount of time. So what we're going to do today here is I'm going to share my screen momentarily and we're going to go right into it. You're going to see how to create an ad copy, and this is going to be a more of abbreviated fashion. I'm not going to stop and share every single widget, every single point, and explain it because we actually did that last week. So that was not last week, maybe it was Monday. So we did that earlier in the week where I gave you the exact blueprint, the step-by-step, how it all comes together, how it works. We talked about Business Manager. We talked about the ad accounts. We talked about the types of campaigns. We talked about how to run every single campaign. We talked about the differences in campaigns, ad sets, and ads, and everything. So that was more of the masterclass. This is going to be the let's just call it the Cliff Notes version. So I'm not sure if Cliff Notes are still around ever since Google became a thing. I'm not sure Cliff Notes is in business. But for those of you that get that reference, a huge like would be appreciated. Anyway, so let's get started. We're going to go right through, and I want to make it as easy and painless, let me repeat that, painless as possible for you to implement and get to where you want to get to. So here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to show you what the price drop ad has done for us, what the price ad strategy has done, because absolutely crushing it. So let's do this. So I'm going to share my screen right quick. And let me know where you're listening in from, and if the audio is okay, just want to make sure that I adjust things before we actually get into the tutorial, because I can always cut out the previous part after we go live, or after this publishes on YouTube. All right, so let's get to this. Right now, what we're going to do is we're in our ads manager, and in order to get here, it's very simple. All I have to do is business.facebook.com, and you are /ads manager, and you are right here, the exact same screen that you should be at. If you can't get here, then I highly encourage you to check out the live stream that we did prior to this one, and see exactly how to create that business manager, create the ad account, and get to this point. All right, so what we're looking at right now is the campaign objective. So what we're doing here is selecting the type of campaign or the objective that we want to launch this campaign within. Hey, Nick from Singapore. Hey, I appreciate you. So Nick, you're such a strong supporter of the channel. Really appreciate you being on. And you were actually in our podcast, participating in our podcast last night. So really do appreciate you, Nick, being part of the community. All right, so let's get going. As I mentioned, I want to reduce as much friction as possible. So we're going to go with the fastest implementable campaign that you can do today. And that is the lead generation campaign. Now, a lot of people think that it's traffic, but it's not. Traffic is the most flexible, but as far as implementable and achieving high results, you're gonna look at lead generation because you're keeping people on Facebook. So lead generation campaign, just a quick summary, is keeping people on Facebook so you don't have to go out and create a landing page. You don't have to go out and create a website. You're keeping the traffic here, so you're limiting the variables and opportunities for people to say no to you. So we're gonna go to continue. And again, we're going to breeze right through this. I know that I keep saying that and then I stop all of a sudden, but trust, it's going to speed up. So if there's any questions, please drop them in the comment section down below. At the ad set level, I'm going to pause and address any questions that are coming through. So make sure that you get your questions in because this is not going to be a long live stream as you're accustomed to. Campaign name, the best thing I can tell you here is name it something that you're going to be readily able to identify the type of campaign that it is, who you're targeting, and the ad that you're running. So let me repeat that. The type of campaign that you're running, who you're targeting, and the ad that you're running, because it's going to help you understand every single campaign in a nutshell. So as you can imagine, I have a lot of ad accounts that I have to manage, a lot of campaigns that I have to manage, not only from the agency standpoint that I have, so helping real estate agents with their lead generation. So I also have a lot of EXP agents. So I am part of EXP Realty, and the benefit that a lot of agents, and the reason that they're joining my team specifically at EXP, is because I take over their lead generation aspect. So I and my team will end up doing the lead generation for our real estate agents. So we have one of the fastest growing teams at EXP, as you can imagine, because the leads issue is solved for them forever. So with that being said, for me, I need to identify every single aspect of this campaign, this targeting, this ad, and I need to be able to look at every single ad account and campaign instantly and be able to either shut that down, split test it, put it up. So I'm the one that makes those decisions, and then I let the media buyers take over the rest. So there's some aspects that I absolutely will not let go to somebody else, because I believe strongly in my skills and abilities, and I just can't let that go. Anyway, so campaign, you're going to get that go. You're going to just make sure that it's identifiable. The special ad category, if you're running credit, employment, housing, and political ads, you have to select it's under the special ad category, which means that you're restricted from the targeting side, from the back side. And I'll show you what that looks like here shortly. So you're going to see a huge difference right here. So we do have to select it in the housing ad. And then the rest of it, we're going to let it go. The campaign budget optimization basically means you can give the budget right here at this very second, saying I want to spend $100 per day, and then regardless of how many ads I create, regardless of how many ad sets I create going on, regardless of that, Facebook is going to go out there and adjust the budget accordingly. So I wouldn't be able to select the budget independently. However, if I do not toggle that switch on, you're going to notice down here that I have the ability to select a budget at this point. So that's just a little hint right there. The ad set, just name it again, something that's going to help you identify who you're targeting here. Then the lead form. So as you can see here, the lead method has slightly changed from, we're going to call it 3 months ago at this point. It's actually even less, but the lead method now gives you the ability to get calls directly. So let people call your business to become leads, as opposed to the instant forms. Today, we're going to go through the instant forms, but understand that this call feature, so this call only feature, is now applicable for the lead forms. So that is pretty cool. It used to only be on the traffic campaign. We're going to leave that there. We're going to select the page that we're advertising. If this is the first time that you're running ads, you're going to be asked to, hey, accept our terms and conditions. And since, of course, this demo account has already run ads before, we don't have to do that. Don't worry about dynamic creative. And then when it comes to the budget, when I say the budget, let me just address this real quickly. I told you I wasn't going to go too off the hinges today, but I think this is important enough because I get the budget question quite a bit. How much should I spend on Facebook? If you're a real estate agent and are looking to make meaningful business from Facebook and Facebook alone using some of our ad copies, I strongly encourage you to invest $10 a day in your business. So that equates to $300 a month. So let me repeat that. $10 a day in your business, which equates to $300 a month. Where did I get to that number? Just with experience. Having worked with hundreds of real estate agents personally, one-on-one, and worked with thousands of agents just overall with the courses, with everything else. So $300 a month, that's not unreasonable. $300, so it's $10 a day is how I really like to break it down. $10 a day, that's that's 2 cups of Starbucks. That's it. So invest $10 a day in your business, and if you make it work, like if you run the ads that I'm sharing with you, it's going to be more than enough business if you continue to go, and follow up. All right, so we're going to leave this at $20 because ultimately this one's not going to run, but I just want to show you the price drop ad. So I want to get to the ad part as quickly as possible, that price drop strategy, because it's so effective. It's generating leads. Woo, it's generating leads. It's awesome. So I want to just show you that. All right, so when it comes to we're not going to worry about custom audiences. This is where you call back saved audiences. This is where you call back retargeting audiences, such as your people that engage with your Facebook, with your Instagram, with your website, all that fun stuff. And this is also where you would call upon the special ad audience. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna go to people living in this location, and we're gonna say Miami. We're gonna go with Miami. So in honor of all the EXP agents that I have, even though I live in Texas, my largest team by number is in Florida. So over half the team is in Florida. So shout out to you, Florida real estate agents. I appreciate y'all. All right, so this is one of those things that you can't adjust. The age, the gender, you start at 15-mile radiuses. So these are some of those restrictions that we have to abide by because we selected that we're running a housing ad. Anything that has to do with housing, you have to select the housing ad. There's just no way around it. And that's part of the whole special ad category. As a quick history lesson, the special ad category was introduced in the fall of 2019. And here we are today. So we have to abide by it. The one thing that we don't lose is the ability to target interest. So we cannot target based off of demographics nor behaviors, but we can target based off of interest. So if somebody's interested in Zillow, somebody's interested in Trulia, somebody's interested in Homes.com, somebody's interested in renovations, somebody's interested in mortgage refinancing, whatever those interests happen to be, you're able to target them right here as well. So that is a great way for you to be split testing your audiences because it's a very effective way to do that. Alrighty. So we're about to get to a good stopping point. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. I'll make sure that I get to them. Now, placements, what we're going to do is go to manual placements. And what I like to do, just a little quick hack right here, is I like to unselect Facebook first, and then I select this, and then I unselect that. It's a little hack. I know it's a little tedious. I know it's silly, but if you leave all of these on, and then you say, oh, I only want to advertise in Facebook, and I only want to advertise in Facebook newsfeed, then you're going to have to go through and unselect these. I know it's silly. I know it's dumb. You may think, well, Jaime, that's dumb. But as opposed to going through and unselecting all those, my little time hack, if you will, because I like to be I just like to be as effective as possible with my ads or anything really with my time. So I unselect that. I just select the newsfeed, and then I unselect Instagram, and boom, I don't have to worry about unselecting all of those. You're welcome. Some of you may appreciate that way more than others, but I thought that'd be cool to show you. The rest of it, we're not going to worry about. Let's go. As a reminder, you're going to select you're going to call this out specifically so you can remember what type of ad you were running. And then you're not going to select the Facebook page because you already did that at the ad set level. And now you're at the startup. You're at the ad phase. So at the ad phase, this is where you actually advertise what you're going to show to the people, what you're going to show to your audience. So just a quick recap, the campaign objective, this is more of your goal, who you're trying to reach, how you're trying to do it. And it's going to show the goal and the objective, but it's going to set some presets on the back end that you're not going to be able to change. So understand your goal is important. At the ad set level, it's basically saying who you're targeting, who you want to see your ads. So geographically, who you want to see your ads, person-wise, who you want to see your ads, and then also placement-wise, meaning on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, partner websites, and things of that nature. But now we're at the ad level, which this is where you select the images, the videos, the ad copy. This is where the end consumer, i.e. the people that are scrolling through Facebook, are gonna see your ads. So you have the ability of doing single image or video or carousel. Now notice that this format is a little bit constricted as opposed to if you were here for our traffic live stream where we ran a traffic campaign. There you had instant experience because it's a different form of a campaign. That goes back to selecting the right objective. So this is why you're seeing that. All right, so let's just see. Hey Jaime, audio's okay. Hey, thanks so much. Hey, it's Brian from Tri-Cities, Washington. Brian, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Nick, great, sir. Thanks. Hey, thanks so much, Nick. Michelle, awesome. Thanks. Great. Hey, well, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you being on. So if you have any questions, let me know. Let's dig apart. So we're going to stay with the single image. But I'm going to give you a little pro tip that we're using every single day. And I mean every single day. This little software that I'm going to introduce to you today is absolutely crushing it for us when it comes to ads, when it comes to videos. So if I wanted to make a video out of this particular ad copy, it's going to take a little bit more time than I'd care for this live stream, so I'm not going to do it. But if I wanted to make a video ad, so an actual video ad that's going to show here, our secret weapon, and I'll give it to you right here, is invideo.io. Secret weapon that allows us to create ad copies. It doesn't matter, ad videos, sorry. It doesn't matter what message we have. We're able to create something very, very quickly without me having to do any animations, any transitions, any editing on my Final Cut Pro. So this is our little system that, not ours personally, but this is a company that we work with that helps us do that. So we're able to create videos extremely quickly. So if you're interested in signing up, the discount link will be down below, but this one's by far the best templated video maker that I've ever worked with. I used to use Videos. For those of you that are familiar with Videos, it's VIDDYOZE if you're interested in that. I thought that was cool, but when I introduced InVideo, I actually took another video that I had endorsing videos. I took that one down because I just believe in InVideo so much more. This is a fantastic platform for you to create videos quickly. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you, but I didn't even have plans to do that. So anyway, let's go back to a single image. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change the media, and we're gonna select any random image right now, just so you see it. Now, for the moment of truth, the best part of this video, I would like to think, is actually the ad copy. I promised you an ad copy and show you the entire strategy, but behind the price drop ad, and I want you to see it right here. So price drop ad, we'll get through it real quickly, and then I'll give you the ins and outs of what it looks like. The price drop ad, all right, so price drop on, and then you're gonna call out the specific neighborhood or city, and then you're gonna call out the type of property for sale. So how this reads in the normal sense is price drop on Dallas home for sale, or you can say this, price drop on Fort Worth triplex for sale, or price drop on Miami condo for sale. So giving you some different iterations. This is a templated, if you're interested in this and actually all of the interests that we split test and all of the follow-up that we have, so in the entire blueprint on the price drop strategy, then I invite you to email me. And the email that we're using is admin, ADMIN, at JaimeResendiz.com. So it's admin, ADMIN, at JaimeResendiz.com. Now remember, please drop in price drop strategy on the subject line or link this video so my team knows to get you the right blueprint incredibly quickly. So just let me know. Or let my team know. All right, unique features. So with the unique features, you want to call out something important about that particular property. Now, what really helps out here is having a unique feature. And a unique feature doesn't have to be super extravagant. It just has to be a unique feature. So you can say something to the effect of new updated kitchen. That's a unique feature. Waterfront property. That's a unique feature. Built-in pool. If it's if in Miami, I mean, it's pretty much a standard at this point, but that is also considered a unique feature. So you're going to highlight that unique feature right here to motivate people to reach out to you. And then click learn more for prices, picture, location, and virtual tour. So this ad, although this looks small, it's a heavyweight. It's an absolute heavyweight. I'm sorry, I was just looking here. I believe, anyway. So when it comes to the ad copy, it's an absolute heavyweight. This is one that you want to implement in your business. However, one quick thing though, with the price drop ad, it means something. It means that there has to be a home that has had a price drop. So, as you know, in market right now, price drops aren't all that common right now. I mean, yeah, of course they still happen. It's happening every single day, but not as common because we're in the market that we're in. Now, as the market starts to cool down, then we are going to see a considerable amount of price drops because right now we're used to pricing whatever it happens to be, whatever we want it to be, and we're used to getting 10 offers on that property, regardless of what we price it. And oftentimes you're going to sell it for more. So now as the market starts to cool down, you're going to see a lot of people shooting for the moon, and they're going to have to go back down. They're going to have to do a price drop because the market is telling them to. So that's going to really pick up. So if you have a property that you've had a price drop here recently, then then that's something that you need to consider. And just to show you kind of what that looks like, because I can't show her ad account because she's a client and I'm going to respect her privacy. I can't share with you her actual like name and stuff, or else I would broadcast it here, but I did not get permission from her to do that. So I just want to show you what a price drop ad can actually do. So what I'm going to do is unshare real quick and show you this right here. Hopefully you can see that. That says 35 leads. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. If you give me one quick second, I'll go back over here so you can copy that. If you give me one quick second, I might be able to do something better for you. All right, so we're going to give it 2 seconds. With this strategy, again, it's contingent on having a price drop. Now, if you happen to have a property that had the price drop, then it's yours to do whatever you want. But if you don't, then asking for somebody else's listing, then that's what you have to do. So asking for permission to do that's totally a-okay. And it's not showing. Typically, it allows me to share my phone, but it's probably because I'm already broadcasting. That's fine. All right, so the rest of it is fairly straightforward. So you're going to put a awesome headline